Hi, my name is Ann. Thank you for coming to my channel. This week I am in Arizona at Robeson Ranch, going to be doing some Camino training, and while I'm at it I'll talk to you about how I train for the Camino and whether I think you need to train at all. So come along with me for some walks in the sun. Last year I walked the Camino Francés from Pamplona to Santiago in 40 days. This year I am walking the Portuguese Camino from Porto up to Santiago over 16 days. I have a little over 2 months before I leave, so I am getting my training in, and I'm on about week 3 or 4 of a 12-week program that I'll describe later. But I want to share with you some tips on training, and like I mentioned, do I think you need to train at all? So over the course of the next few days as I'm walking, I'll give you some information that I think, from only having done one Camino, is what I would recommend. So as I said, my first question is, do you need to train for the Camino de Santiago? And my answer, based on my one-time experience only, is maybe not. So my theory is that if you can get up and walk out the door and walk 10 kilometers without stopping, without significant pain or getting overly tired, you probably can do the Camino without any training. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. So if it was a last minute thing for you and you didn't have time to train and you could do that 10-kilometer walk, I think you can handle it as long as you aren't walking 30 kilometers a day on the Camino or something. But if you're doing 15 to 20, I think you'd be able to do it. It might be uncomfortable for the first few days, but you'd be okay. Now, that said, any training you can do is going to help. So I'll share with you how I trained because I thought it worked really well, the program I used, and basically how long in advance I started training. So that'll be next. Now, I'm the kind of person that needs a plan to follow because if left to my own devices, I will do nothing. So I found a website called hellhigdon.com, and Hell Higdon is a running coach. He actually specializes in marathons, but his website has training programs from everything from a 5K all the way up to marathon, maybe even ultra marathon. And I think he also has a couch to 5K kind of program on there. So wherever you might be starting from in your training, there is a good place to start for you. When I'm on the Camino, I like to average about 20 kilometers a day at the most. Sometimes it ends up being a little more, but I try to keep it at 20. And that's about a half marathon. So I am following a half marathon program from the Hell Higdon website. It is the intermediate running program. There is a half marathon walking program, but I didn't feel like that had enough mileage in it. So last year I actually did the half marathon novice program. I wanted to up my miles even more to this year, so I'm doing the intermediate program. Now, the weeks on Hellhigden's site run Sunday through Saturday. I reorganize the days to be Monday through Sunday for my week. And whatever are the 2 longest walks on that week, I do that on Saturday and Sunday. That's so I can get my body used to walking longer distances back to back like that. And then all the rest of the days, I just fit in as they work into my daily schedule. Well, this is the last day in Arizona, so my last training walk of my spring break. I'll be heading back to Green Bay tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed seeing how I trained for the Camino de Santiago and seeing some sights of Robeson Ranch here in Arizona. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.